Oh! Oh, no!
Hello and welcome to another video chat on God is Geek. Today we're going to be talking about Mario and Luigi Brothership, and the man who has been playing it is Mr. Adam Cook. He's here with me now. How are you, mate?
Hello, mate. I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, not too bad, buddy. So, what is it, mate? Because I've not really paid close attention to it, but it looks good. But like, what is it?
So it's the first in the Mario and Luigi series that's not like a remake in ages. Like it,
Yeah.
they remade like a lot of them, and it's like preview sense. I only played about an hour and a half, but like that hour and a half was enough to make me want to be like on the drive home, be like, oh god, November 7th is a long time away. It's really, really good, and the biggest thing I came away from is I think it's been a bit of a year of these massive RPGs. You know, at the time of recording this, we're not far after playing Metaphor ReFantasio. Like, there's been Like a Dragon, there's been Persona 3 Reload. It's been a lot of big RPGs, and I get the feeling this is another one. Like, it's difficult because structurally, you know, until you sit down and play a game, you're never sure. But the vibe I got was this is a hefty video game. It's very much the Mario and Luigi games. If you're not familiar with them, I suppose they're kind of adjacent to the Paper Mario titles. So they're RPGs.
Yeah.
This, from what I've played, feels like it pulls more from. Maybe it's because I played it this year for review, like the Thousand Year Door. It feels like it pulls more from that, but it adds in a lot more. Again, in a preview sense so far, interactivity during the battles and everything else. So you still have the overworld where you're going around doing questing, exploring, but they've added just a lot more to do to make it more interactive. So there are moves you can do at, it's called the Brothership. You know, they're brothers, they're closer than ever, sort of thing. And you can do moves in the overworld that it looks like you unlock more of. In combat, every move you do has. So you know how a lot of RPGs do this now, especially the side-on ones, where you have to press a timed button press to like enhance your attack or to defend. This sort of, I can't think of one that's taken it quite this far. Like every enemy has a unique way you need to dodge it. So like starting with attacking, if you hit with a hammer, because you're brothers, you could just press the button and, you know, Mario will hit the hammer. But if you time the button press, he'll wind up, and then if you time a second button press, Luigi will wind up and hit his hammer into the... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you'll get, like, more damage.
Yeah.
And that's the same for every move, certainly, that I encountered. Like, even a simple jump, you know, a jump on the head. Like, you jump on the head, you press a button when you come off, and, you know, whoever's not... You know, whichever one you're not at that moment, you press the button and it'll sort of, like, almost like... hike them back up into the air like a volleyball hike, and then you press it again for so it's really interactive. And on the same respect, every defending moment you have to do, it's unique to an enemy, so you can't just be like, I'll rest on my laurels, I'm just going to hit the dodge, you know, the block button or whatever. You have to, so an enemy will roll at you and you will have to jump over it, but then it will roll around the back and hit Luigi, and you have to jump that as well, and each button corresponds to Mario and Luigi. So in the overworld, for example, you're controlling Mario, but if you press A or B, that will jump for either brother. If you press X or Y, that will do their hammer attack for either brother. So you can do that sort of thing. But every enemy you fight has a different way. It's difficult to know if it's because we sort of dropped into the middle of a game or whatever. But some of the combat was difficult because you have to get the timing right, or you've got plenty of health items, but they do leather you. Like they hit you hard, and you have to dodge these attacks. There's quite a lot going on here, but because you're controlling Mario out in the overworld, you might see some boxes, and you can press. I think it was the L button for Luigi.
Yeah.
When he has like a moment of. There's a specific name for it. It's like he has an idea, like a ding, light bulb moment, a Luigi moment, and you press it, and then he'll help you smash the boxes, or he'll get something for you. So it's like, and this plays into. So we played a bit that's later on in the game, there was a puzzle where you had to move a maze around, and it involved Luigi had to stay there so he could hammer the button that made the maze move, but you had to go up high so you could see the view of it, and I get the feeling that each of these islands are themed, and it just felt incredibly Moorish, and like I just really wanted to keep playing. The reason it's called Brothership, I think, well, you're sort of on a ship that's sort of, I don't really understand it. It's like an island, but that's a ship, and you're connecting to these other islands that you go off and play them.
Yeah.
And it just seems like there's so much going on. I'm really surprised by how much of mechanically there is. Like, there's similar to in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, where you can equip badges. There's like a similar system in this, but they need recharging, so you can get some that like really do incredible amounts of damage, and they combo with the items. The items combo with the moves, rather. So if you do like a head bonk while you've got a daze item equipped, you can daze the whole enemy party.
Oh, cool.
So it's like really, really like broken down into all these compartments of ways you can spec Mario and Luigi out as you level them up and stuff. And but you can't overuse them because you will then have to recharge them, and there's just a lot going on in this game. Like it's set in the world of Concordia, and there's an animal that is he looks like a pig, okay, but they're really clear in the game he's not a pig, right? And like someone even, I forget who, but like some people even call him a pig, and he's like, "Oh yeah, hi, cheers, not a pig, by the way." It's like it's got that sort of humour that you would want from those sort of games as well. It's I don't really have a thing bad to say about it. That's the thing. After an hour and a half, which is not a lot if it is as big as I think, but I don't really have anything bad to say about it. Like, I guess some people don't like the art style. I think it looks lovely. The cel shaded art.
No, it does look really
beautiful.
Nice.
It seems like a big game, and I don't know why, but this late in the year I wasn't expecting it to be this deep, this involved, and I really do want to. There's other moves, by the way. I should mention there's like the special moves. Even those are unique. So, for example, Mario can throw a red shell. We know what a red shell does, but it cuts to like almost behind the boy's view, where you have to time button presses to kick it from Mario to Luigi, and they kick it back and forth. Yeah. And then at the end, he does it's almost like a Mario Striker's super kick. It looks like, and he does like massive damage if you time it right. Luigi, being green, has a green shell, and that damages every enemy. So instead of kicking it back and forth on the way up, you kick it off of the enemies. Like one enemy next back, kick it too. Yeah. And all these it's all like these mini games, and I just wonder what else is there, because if we're not allowed to see this early, what's hiding? Because this is there's if it's as big a game as I think, there's even there was like a rhythm game in there. It's just loads to this game, and it's I'm always excited to play a Mario RPG game because they're always weird and funny and a bit silly and unique and different, but this has gone so far up on my most wanted list after playing it. I'm really surprised.
Originally announced?
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was
before.
It was this year.
Yeah, because that's. Felt like they've been working on it for so long.
No, this was a Nintendo Direct. It was during the summer. I can't remember when, but it was during summer sometime. I want to say it was June.
Yeah, no, that's amazing that they can
it's
put
out
together a game like that and keep it under wraps like. I mean, it sounds incredible, and if people want to read more in depth preview, then you can go to godisageek.com. You can also follow us on social media channels. We've got a Patreon, patreon.com/godisageek, which features early access podcasts, previews. There's a Discord channel where everyone chats, and some good things going on there. You can like this video, like this channel, subscribe, do all the usual stuff. Thank you for joining me today, Adam.
Cheers.
And thank you for watching. Bye bye.